Hi guys, I'm back, Unmasked Maniac, aka Johnny. This is a little short audio essay on Monday Mutant Madness talking about Ninja Turtles vintage Scumbug action figure. So it's just me talking a bunch of crap about toys. So the original Scumbug figure I would have liked to have owned back when I was a kid, along with Ninja Turtles and General Drag, Baxter, and other figures, but I was not able to pick it up. If it was there on the shelf, it was one of the next figures I was going to buy, but they started shuffling things around on shelves and moving them elsewhere, so I could not buy it. Despite the line being very successful, they moved on to the next wave and other things. I could not get it. So back when I was a kid, I started collecting the original Playmates Ninja Turtles figures, and I'm still working my way right now, several decades on, to fixing up, completing the third and fourth wave. Beyond that, I don't really give a shit. There's just certain characters I want. I'm not a completist. I just want the same few figures I wanted as a kid that I couldn't get back then. I'm still after now. Used to get a few figures for Christmases and birthdays back then. Picked up some with pocket money and that sort of deal. Scumbug is a really cool figure. He's deliciously demented, weird details. He's disgusting. In the Archie comics, they set him up with a nemesis by the name of Worm or Wicked Worm. It was all yellow in the comics, but the figure had a blue colour scheme. Scumbug has been on my want list ever since he first appeared on the old card backs. He's one of the most disgusting toys in the line. He's up there with Worm and Baxter and other hideous freaks and mutants. He's a big, giant, mutated cockroach man with bulging eyes, pincers, and spiky, disgusting bits. The sculpt has all sorts of horrific details, like the little cockroaches crawling all over him, ripped clothing, one human arm, one foot, the other limbs kind of horribly mid-mutation. His accessories include a weapons with pipes and backpack, and the character was intended as an exterminator who gets mutated into the disgusting things he kills and is in regular contact with. I don't have all the parts. I have like some of the tubing that's on him and the backpack, and I don't have all the accessories, which are shown just here, such as his bug infested turtle exterminating gun, his bug backpack, which would be like insecticide. On the back of the figure itself, the backpack lists the word toxic, turtles, and kill, which are very small, but they're in there if you care to look. Here's a bit of a look of his old clip and collect card profile with his vital statistics. Portrait of Scumbug, the turtle busting exterminator. Favorite food, roached eggs. Birthplace, under Shredder's foot, whatever the heck that means. The profiles are great fun. The guys that did these profiles back in the day really just went over the top with the alliteration and the disgusting things, and sometimes just really bizarre, demented stuff that I just still love to this day. So the accessories I only have a couple of, missing a few. Obviously, I don't have a card back, but I chucked up some card back images I found online here just to kind of show them off. Here he is in package from some kind of eBay image or whatever I found. I love the card art, man. It was just awesome. I loved it so much then and now. And why in the fuck do we not have a nice glossy hardcover book showing off this kick-ass card art? It should exist. Like, write it in. Where's the write-in campaign from fans to to get the card art and toy box art book going for the vintage Ninja Turtles. So NECA did a cool modern update of Scumbug. I say update, but this is based on the cartoon model, not on the toy model, so it's fairly different. Came in a cool toy pack with Anthrax, possibly one of the coolest named toys ever. I also do not have that toy. I don't have this new version or the vintage version. Anthrax is a later wave figure, hard to get. But the Scumbug NECA is on my sort of next to pick up list, and one of the few that I don't have that's been out for a while. So getting in some of the media that Scumbug appeared in, he was in the Ninja Turtles Archie source book, which is like the old Marvel Universe character profiles. It was drawn in a more sort of rendered, semi-realistic artwork. Scumbug also appeared in the Ninja Turtles original cartoon show, the Wolf Murakami cartoon episode Night of the Rogues. You can see him on the screen there next to Leatherhead, Slash, who was the moron version of Slash, Rat King, and female character who appears in the later seasons with the weird glowy eyes. I forget what the hell her name is. Just another one of those forgettable characters. So Scumbug also appeared in Ninja Turtles Archie Adventures, issue number 10 and issue number 52. They set him up as a kind of like, his nemesis was Worm, the yellow guy there, who in the toy version was a blue colored guy who had some clothing, was similar to Scumbug, another kind of mutated worker. I love the cover on the Archie Adventures number 10. For no particular reason, they're drawn. Scumbug and Worm are all giant size, like kaiju coming up over New York City, smashing up buildings with the Turtles in full-on panic mode. This particular comic was the first ever Ninja Turtles comic I ever had as a kid that I owned myself, read several times, loved it, devoured it. It was, don't have it anymore, sadly. This image I found online, but mine was fairly similar condition and dog-eared to this, rolled up spine and crinkles and creases. Back in primary school, we had a really cool teacher who was into wrestling and encouraged us to enjoy Ninja Turtles and stuff like that, rather than saying to get it out of the classroom, who photocopied that front cover, and me and other mates back in primary school would color it in different colors according to however the hell we wanted to do it. It was good fun. So over on the right side is an animation model from a cancelled Mighty Mutanimals TV show and toy line that was leaping out of the Archie comics. Mighty Mutanimals was a little subgroup of mutant heroes spinning off from the Ninja Turtles Archie comics, and they had some of the guys who worked on the designs for that were people that were working on designs for the original toy line, creating all these characters, making stuff into the comics, and it was going to be a whole spin-off show toy line, but it did get cancelled. And the same guy who created those ideas went on to do the Cowboys of Moo Mesa. That's going to be another little future video based on an old article I've done before. And that's about the end of this one here, talking about Scumbug, a really cool character and awesome toy that I still love to this day. He's disgusting, he's weird and unusual, and I'm so glad to own that goddamn toy now, man. Like, I wanted it really bad as a kid, and it's just a bizarre mutated cockroach, man. I'm like, why in the fuck would you want that, John? Of like, because I like weird fucked up shit, man. Like, the more monstrous and strange and odd and horror stuff, whether it's Godzilla or Clive Barker's Hellraiser or Ninja Turtles and Toxic Crusaders / Toxic Avengers. I love that shit. So I'm going to be doing some more of these little mini essays in between, looking for other guests to come on the old Monday Mutant Madness. So thanks for tuning in, and until next mutation, I'll catch you next time.